Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to discuss the set mastery. This is going to be a video geared more towards players who are new to MTG Arena, and maybe some tips for some people new and old alike. So, what is the set mastery? How do we get it? Is it worth getting? And when should you get it? These are all questions we're going to look at. So if you're on the home page, the set mastery is down here in the corner here. You'll see the little number here. That's your current level. So what exactly is this? Well, when we click on it, you will see this screen. We can scroll back and forth along the set mastery. And you'll notice that there's two bars here. This top bar is the free bar, which you'll get regardless. And the bottom is when you unlock the Mastery Pass, which costs 3,400 gems. So the top bar and the numbers up here indicate your level. I'm currently level 70, just kind of got there. You'll see a little marker, a little bit over the pet there. And each of these indicates what you can get from the set mastery. You'll get everything along the free pass. This is the pass for Baldur's Gate, the Alchemy Horizon set. And the top row usually gives you just packs of the current set, and also a few mastery orbs scattered throughout. And usually the set mastery will expire when the next set comes out. And so there'll be a set mastery for each set, and all sorts of different rewards you can see up here. And down below you notice there's a huge mix of different kinds of rewards. We're going to be going over all of those in a moment. What do these orbs do? Well, these orbs are for the Mastery Tree, which also kind of goes along with the set mastery. So along this, you put these orbs in these spots, and you can get some card styles from them, just like some cosmetic features. Also, sometimes there's card sleeves you can get, and avatars you can get. So maybe you have like one of your favorite characters or something is here, and you really want to make sure you get to that part of the mastery tree. So that's what those orbs do. In order to get enough orbs, you have to get through all the way through the set mastery. So how do we progress along the set mastery? Well, we have to level up with experience points. And there's a couple different ways you get experience points. First is the daily quest here. You see I don't have any daily quests right now. But each daily quest will give you 500 experience points. You can hold 3 daily quests at a time. But once you get in, you'll get a new daily quest, well, each day. Once you get to 3 daily quests, you really want to make sure you complete at least one of them. Because if you get to the day 4 and you still have your 3 daily quests, well, then you actually miss out on another daily quest. And the daily quest gets you either 500 or 750 gold, and it gets you 500 experience for the mastery. You can see their experience to next level. It takes 1,000 experience for each level. It doesn't change. It's always the same for each level. 2 other ways you can get experience is your daily wins. Your daily wins will only have like 25 experience at a time. And there's also weekly wins. So you win a game, and you get 250 experience. There's 15 of these that you can get each and every week. One thing you might notice is that when a new set drops, usually, well, it doesn't really matter the day of the week, but when a new set drops, your quests will reset. You'll get like 3 new quests, and this experience, the weekly experience, will also reset. I noticed that with the last set mastering. It was like the middle of the week. Otherwise, these the weekly experience refreshes on Sunday. But a new set mastery will give you all new stuff immediately. And as the set mastery progresses or it gets closer to the end, you'll get a warning up here as to when the set mastery expires. Alright, to get the rewards on the bottom, I think I've mentioned this, but you have to buy or unlock the set mastery pass. And it does not matter when you buy the set mastery pass, like I'm already level 70, I haven't bought it yet, as you can see. Because when you do buy it, you will get everything, all of this stuff along the bottom, because I'm at level 70, so I'll get all of this stuff when I buy the set mastery. So what is all this stuff that we get? Well, if we click on it, and you'll see down here, upon purchase, you will immediately receive rewards for all completed Mastery Pass levels. You get a few different pets, more of these set mastery orbs, so you can complete that mastery tree we were looking at earlier. You get an avatar, you get some card sleeves, and one or maybe both of them will be... I know this one on the right is animated. I don't know if this one is or not. It might be, it might not be. Pretty cool features. You get 25 card style things. They're not random, it's a set card style, usually from cards within the Baldur's Gate set or whatever set mastery we're in. You get 4 more packs of the Baldur's Gate set, and then 16 other packs from other various, usually standard legal sets. In this case, Streets of New Capenna, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, Crimson Vow, and Innistrad Midnight Hunt. We also get 4,000 gold, 10 mythic rare cards from the current Baldur's Gate set, 1,200 gems. Yes, that's right, 3,400 gems, and then you immediately get 1,200 back, or 1,200 back as you climb through the Mastery rank, depending on when you buy the Mastery Pass. You get a draft token, so you get all of the stuff, but only if you get all of the levels. I'm already up to level 70. Anything beyond level 70, you'll get extra uncommon wildcard rewards. So, is this all worth it? What is all this worth? Well, I'm going to break this down. We're going to convert all of this to a gem cost, just to keep things simple, because it costs gems to buy this pack. It says $200 value when fully unlocked. That's very subjective. So first off, we have 20 packs here, these 20 packs. And if we go to the store and we try to buy packs, it's 200... Well, that's not what I wanted to do. It's 200 gems per pack. So we go to the store. These are mythic packs. These are different. But one Alchemy Baldur's Gate Horizons pack, you see 200 gems or 1,000 gold. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to convert all of this stuff into gems so that we have kind of a same basis for comparison. So 20 packs at 200 gems each, that's 4,000 gems worth just in packs. So immediately buying the Mastery Pass is worth it, even just for the packs. Then we also get 10 mythic rare cards, which I'm going to value those at 200 gems each. Because, you know, it's kind of like you're opening a pack, except you're only getting a mythic, and you're not getting any of the other cards. But still, like, you can open up mythics by opening packs. So I'm going to value those at 200 gems each, just for the sake of argument. And so that would be another 2,000 gems worth. We get the 1,200 gems here, and we get this draft token. What this draft token does is it allows you to enter a premier draft or a traditional draft for free. And it usually costs 1,500 gems to enter one of these drafts. So we're going to value this draft token at 1,500 gems. And then we get 4,000 gold. Now the conversion from gold to gems can be a little sketchy, and I'll show you why. You remember what we saw with the mastery, or the packs in the shop. If we go to a draft, we go to the premier draft for Baldur's Gate here. You notice it costs 1,500 gems to enter, or 10,000 gold. So if we're using our gold for entering drafts, you get a rate of 1,000 gold is worth 150 gems, just by dividing each of these by 10. Or you could use the rate of 1,000 gold is worth 200 gems if you're buying packs. In which case, the 4,000 gold would be worth 800 gems, or the 4,000 gold is worth 600 gems. Either way, if you've kind of done the math here, it's a phenomenal value. Just looking at the currency you get and what we'll call the game pieces of what you get. So that's 4,000 gems for the packs, 2,000 gems for the mythic rares, 1,500 gems for the draft token, 1,200 gems just being the gems, and another 600 or 800 gems from the gold, giving us a total worth of 9,300 or 9,500 gems. Again, depending on how you look at that gold. And the rest of the stuff, like the pets, the cosmetics, the card sleeves, those are all kind of, the mastery orbs, those are all kind of subjective in value. Maybe it's like a character or a pet that you really want to have, and so maybe that's worth something to you, but for the sake of argument, I'm just going to assign a 0 gem value for that in this video. But if there's something that's worth it for you, you know, maybe that adds a little more extra value. To me, I just view that as kind of icing on the cake. I mean, this is already 9,300 gems worth of stuff for only paying 3,400 gems. So the question is, when should you get this Mastery Pass? Well, since you don't actually lose any of this stuff down here by buying later, I recommend you buy it later. And the reason for that is maybe you have life events come up. Maybe you have something going on in your personal life. You're not able to get to your quests each day. You let them kind of pile up. You miss a few. You might not get to the end of the set mastery. And then maybe you'll need to reevaluate whether or not the set mastery is still worth it for you. For the Streets of New Capenna set mastery, I believe I only got to like level 35, but I still like figured out what all I was going to get at level 35 and determined that it was still worth it to buy that set mastery, even though I wasn't getting the full value out of it. I was getting enough value to make it worth more than the 3,400 gems that I was spending on it. I think I figured I was getting like 4,900 gems or like 5,000 gems, somewhere around there, maybe 6,000 gems worth of stuff. And that's not valuing anything of the cosmetics. But they also had the mastery tree, and I was going to get enough orbs to get like the avatars, like all the avatars that were on it. And I did kind of value those a bit more, so that also factored into my decision a little bit. Because I really like that set. But I kind of jumped into it kind of late. So for the record here, I just got to level 70 today with 3 days left in the set mastery. So just to kind of put things in perspective. So you really can't miss a whole lot of your daily quests. And you gotta make sure you get your weekly wins. But those will kind of come naturally. And you have to get some amount of your daily wins as well. So yeah, 3 days left, and I'm at level 70, and I haven't really missed anything. So kind of keep that in mind, whether or not you want to do that. But since there's no penalty for waiting until like the last day to get the set mastery, I recommend waiting that long because you don't know like what might come up in your life where you might forget about it or you might not get time to do it. So yeah, I recommend waiting till the end. Now, some advice for free-to-play players. If you're a free-to-play account, I recommend the Set Mastery Pass. But how do you get that? Because the Set Mastery can only be purchased with gems. Well, what I did when I was a free-to-play player, and I did this with both the Innistrad Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow Set Mastery, I was able to get them both on free-to-play. And the way I did that is the daily gold that I won, I would go to the events and I would do quick drafts. Whatever quick draft set happens to be drafting. And the idea is you're going to take your gold and you're going to convert it into gems. You're not going to spend gems to do drafts. Only going to spend gold. So you'll get, an average of 1 to 2 drafts per week just with your daily quest wins. And your daily wins will also give you some amount of gold. And then, based on how many wins you get, you end up getting some amount of gems back. Towards the end of the set mastery, I would usually have enough gems in order to get the mastery pass. And then I can do it all over again because we get 1,200 gems back when you buy the mastery pass, and you get the draft token, which will turn into some more gems. Maybe it turns into well, it can't turn into 1,500. It might turn into less than 1,500. But it also might turn into more than 1,500, depending on how well you do in that particular draft. So yeah, I think this is well worth it. That's what I did as a free-to-play player. You might be saying, but Late Night Mega, I'm not good at draft. Well, so therefore I don't do the drafts. Well, of course you're not good at draft because you don't do it. I still recommend doing the draft because you'll still get draft experience, and eventually you'll probably get better and more comfortable with drafting, and you might get enjoyment out of it. It gives you some experience for the limited environment. My opinion is limited is like one of the most fun ways to play Magic. But that's just my opinion. So I recommend you do it. And I recommend you get the set mastery because otherwise, if you're a free-to-play player, you can spend that 5,000 gold buying packs. You might get more rares than you would have if you had done a quick draft because you might not always just pick the rares out of everything because you're trying to build a deck that functions well for the draft event. Or maybe you do just rare draft every rare insight. You can do that too. And then you might end up with more rares than the 5 you'd get. Plus, you'll get a pack or 2 when you do a quick draft as well. So you get some more rares out of that. But otherwise, you would have to do... There are some other events you can do to convert gold into gems. You could do like one of these, like a standard event. 2,500 gems. But you'll notice the gem payout is not quite as good as the quick drafts. It doesn't cost as much either, so either one of those, if you really don't want to do the drafts, you could just do like standard events to convert your gold into gems. And that's an option for you. But the idea is you're using your gold only to get gems to afford the set mastery because it is such a worthwhile value. Now, one other thing to note, one other thing that I find kind of weird about the set mastery, we're going to go ahead and buy this. Yeah, I've already got the same levels. We get everything.
Fight all the fights.
The avatar wants to talk to us. Okay, it gave me all that stuff, right? Yeah, I have all these. I have a lot of packs. This is the Crimson Vow packs. I'm going to have some pack opening videos soon. Then we can go to the Mastery Tree, and I'll just show you a little bit how this is done. You click the next orb along the tree path you want. You get that reward. This was a card style. I'm not going to click through all of these on screen like this. There's avatars. I like this avatar. For me, the avatars are like the most worthwhile part out of these. Sometimes there's card sleeves on here too. But the other thing I wanted to show was the collection. So to find out what new mythics you got, well, sometimes it'll pop up here. Other times what you can do, I'll show you what you can do, but okay, so I got 2 more Ancient Silver Dragons, Sworn to the Legion, 2 Packed Weapons, Bronze Dragon. I got 2 of the Minskin Boo. Alright, that's neat. Another thing you can do, sometimes like if you got some other cards today, like you opened packs or whatever, it might not be as easy to find it there, so you can go to this filter, click Mythic Rare and the set, and then it'll show you, and it'll highlight the new ones here. And so I got 2 Minsk in Boo. Very neat. Yeah, you can also click Not Collected to see what mythics you don't have, or any other filters. Anyways, that's all for that. I thought there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Maybe that covers it all. So that is the set mastery. Highly recommend that you get that whenever possible. Something about quick draft. Thought I was going to say something about quick draft. Maybe something about the drafts. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, this is what the quick draft looks like. The prize payouts. Oh yeah. So even like the worst prize payout for a quick draft, like you spend 5,000 gold as opposed to getting 5 packs, you get to do the draft. And let's just say you draft 3 rares. You'd get 3 rares and 1 pack and 50 gems. That's not a huge amount of difference from... And that's getting 0 wins as well. And you have a 20% chance to get a second pack. That's still not the worst... That's like the worst case scenario. And any more wins beyond that, like say you get 2 wins, you go 2 and 3... You get the cards you drafted, you get a pack, and you get 200 gems, which is about worth 1 pack. So you can still, in theory, get at least your 5 rares if you're getting at least 2 wins. But you're going to take those gems and convert it to the set mastery. So yeah, that is my thoughts on the set mastery. Oh, one other thing about the set mastery. Sometimes for some of you more experienced players, if you did a lot of drafting of some of these past standard sets, like say the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and you have a complete set of all of the rares from that set, then maybe those packs from Neon Dynasty aren't really worth as much to you because you're not going to get the full value out of them. If you open them, or when you open them, you're only going to get 20 gems from the rare replacement, or 40 gems if you have a complete set of all the mythic rare cards as well. But these set masteries are also why I can't say I don't recommend not collecting all of the cards, but if you don't collect all of the set, complete the set from when it's available, you'll still get some more packs afterwards, and they won't be complete wastes or just become worth 20 or 40 gems rather than essentially 200 gems being a card in there that you still need. So that would still change, that could change the value of how you value the set mastery. But even if you took out the 4,000 gems from that, you'd still have the 2,000 gems from the mythics, which you'll probably need if you're going for full set completion. Those will be very helpful for you anyways. And then the 1500 gems and 1200, or 1500 gems from the draft token and 1200 gems from just straight up gems. That's still more than the 3400, and that's just looking at like sort of the bare minimums there. Anyways, that will be all for me for now. I hope you guys found this useful. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you did. Stay tuned for more draft content. And for now, I'll take my leave.